How was your weekend? It is such a bright, sunny, windy, but a beautiful morning here in Toronto, Canada. How are you doing in your part of the world? Man, we had rain yesterday and got up this morning, and as you can see, I'm wearing real summer vibes. This morning is just such a difference, you know? Part of life, just as how the weather changes, things can change in life, anything can happen, right? So it's very important, I believe it's very important for us to be prepared, right? Be prepared. You never know the minute, the hour, the day, the time. You never know when things are gonna switch up on you, when, you know, for some persons, when you're gonna lose a job. No one prepares for losing a job really, or expect it unless you really and truly did something for that to happen. And the reason why I'm talking about that this morning is because I had a coaching call with someone over the weekend and we spoke about that. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Erica Smith-Edwards. I'm a registered nurse by profession, originally from Jamaica, living in Toronto, Canada with my family. And in 2020, I decided to join the online space and become an online business owner. Now, in the beginning, of course, there were a few challenges because I was learning something new, right? But the beauty about it was that I was willing to learn. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I'm not wearing my AirPods today, but the thing is, I was willing to learn, right? I was willing to learn. So during our conversation, I won't call the person's name, and we spoke about this, and she has spoken about this as well, you know, to family members, to friends. She's preaching this now to us, to her colleagues too, right? She recently lost her job after being in that position for over 28 years. For over 28 years, she was laid off, right? And, you know, she was really in tears. And I'm telling you, my heart really broke for her because, you know, I tell people there's no such thing as a job security. Anything can happen. Ooh, anything can happen anytime. Death can happen. Oh, don't mind my lips, guys. It's a little bit dry. You know, death can happen. You can lose your job. You can just receive a phone call. Anything can happen, and that can, you know, change up the whole situation for you in terms of your finances, in terms of living arrangements, anything, right? And so she was saying to me, Erica, I saw you years ago. I saw your ad online years ago, and I remember we did speak to each other briefly. And at the time, you know, it would have been easy for her to come on board, because here's the thing, guys. Every business requires some form of investment, and it goes without saying. You have to invest your time, your energy, some kind of finances. There has to be some form of investment, especially this one, social media marketing, where we're the ones in charge of the, oh, look at the plane over there. Okay, it's okay, getting distracted, I digress, right? Where we're the ones who are in charge of marketing, and we work with top ranking businesses, companies that don't do their own advertising. So we are in charge of that, and we get paid high commissions for doing that. It's a high ticket business. Anyway, so she was saying to me, Erica, at the time I had the money, I was more than able to come in at the top of my business, but fear, and she also listened to other people because she, you know, and I understand. And she was even saying to me, Erica, I tried something before and it was working, but you know, she actually got a new position in her job. She took that position, and then she didn't have the time to focus on the previous business. So she had a business before, but she wasn't able to focus or give it the attention that it needed. And so the business basically did not maturate. It did not get to the level that it could have gotten to. And so she was saying, Erica, I'm so sorry that I made that mistake, because here's the thing, we give so much of ourselves to our employers, right, and to everybody else. And then, I'm not going to say her age, but she is close to retirement. This is actually her second career. Her second career. You know, when you migrate overseas and whatever job you were in or whatever career you had before, coming here, getting qualifications and so on, it can be very tricky for some people. And so she chose another career, just so I don't go too much into it. But she chose another career, and she was working in that area for 28 years, in that field for 28 years, ranked up. And it just comes to show, guys, that even while you are doing your job, even while you are an employee, you can build something on the side for yourself. You can build something on the side for yourself. This business that I'm in, social media marketing, the company, there are multiple companies, but the one that I actually partner with, and you might be asking, what company is that? Come in, see the information for yourself, decide if this is the right fit for you. Because I know we have those, what we call them, the keyboard, quote unquote geniuses, who like to go online and they check things and they, form their own assumptions. I'm not into that. I am into providing you with the facts and allowing you to do your due diligence and then deciding for yourself. No pressure. All right, because at this stage, when you just start, it's risk-free before you commit, right? So I, as a coach and mentor, want to ensure that anyone who is signing up with me, you get to see the information the correct way, and you get to see all the information and then make your decision, right? So I digress, as I was saying before. So, it's good to have something on the side. If it's even to start it, doing part-time, while you're still doing your job, right? Because I understand, we live in a society, we live in a time, and, we have to pay the bills, right? We have responsibilities, and so there's nothing wrong with having an additional income stream. There's nothing wrong with working a job. Absolutely nothing is wrong with that. Use your job to fund your business, fund the lifestyle that you want, in terms of building something on the side, something that you can pass on to your children, to your grandchildren, to, you don't have to worry about retirement, because that's the thing, guys. There's no such thing as job security. It's here today and it's gone tomorrow. You understand? And especially for those of you living in places like Canada, US, UK, and you have children and you migrate here, at a later part in your life, and you're basically starting over. If you didn't have anything secure back home or had some investment back home, listen, you come here, invest. Look into things, invest some money, put something aside, okay? Start a little business on the side. Go into real estate, even if it's not this business, right? Go into real estate, or start an online business like mine that runs in the background 24/7. Even while you're sleeping, we provide you with training, mentorship, coaching. Everything is provided. It's like a business in a box. You understand? It's like a business in a box, and you are not required to hold any form of inventory. You are not required to run down family members and friends. You are not required to beg people. You understand? We do social media marketing, and those who are already serious about starting a business, we guide, we support, we train, we mentor, we coach them. But of course, you need to be someone who's coachable, someone who's disciplined, and someone who's ready to do the work. Because if you're not, it makes no sense, right? If you're not, it makes no sense. So I hope this message, really and truly helped someone today, because man, it really broke my heart while I was speaking to her, because I can understand, and I've seen this play out so many times with so many other persons in different professions, because being in this business for over 6 years, you hear people's story, and for me, I'm someone who's very empathetic, and so and I can also relate to an extent, right? I can relate to an extent. And so, guys, I am just saying, it's your job to fund your um, your dreams, to fund your goals, to have something on the side, right? Because you never can tell when something is gonna happen. You never can tell when you need that extra box. I spoke about this earlier this week, where I own nurses, healthcare workers who, if they want to take vacation, they have to do overtime. They have to do overtime. You know, it's constantly working. Like people, I know persons who have purchased homes, and they barely get to spend time in it. And they're saying, boy, when I retire, I'll get to relax. You never can tell. Anything can happen tomorrow. And this is not to discourage anybody, but I am saying to you, in this day and age, we need to be wiser when it comes to, you know, earning. Even for me, myself, having my business online, there are other sources of income that I'm looking into. Even though this business pays high-end commission, I'm looking into other opportunities. I am also looking into other opportunities. Not because I'm not making sufficient, but because I am thinking of generational wealth. I am a mother of 3, and I'm thinking about my children. And I'm thinking about my grandchildren as well. I don't have any because my kids are very small. But I have that mindset. And not only that, I'm thinking of also giving back. Okay, I'm also thinking of giving back. That has always been my intention as well. So I know I've said a lot this morning, but guys, just to, you know, remind you, having an additional income stream is a good idea. Invest in yourself, invest in your children. If you don't want to do it for yourself, invest in your children. If it's even to start up some kind of investment account, you know, and put a little thing in that, don't touch it, just leave it there for the children. All right, God bless you. Have yourself an amazing Monday. Enjoy the rest of the week. God's willing, I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.